Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on our single player world. Now, today I'm getting started because we've actually got a bit that I plan on doing today, and we're not going to mess around too much. So, what I have done in between episodes, I want to quickly catch you up on a little bit of stuff. To be completely honest, I can't remember everything, but we did finish off this stuff here, and I just carried on going, just filling in some stuff. Oh man, we still have to replace that there. But yeah, I just carried on going, just doing a few things, little bits and pieces, but the big stuff is on the other side here. So I've got a little sneaky, these vines here. I actually did that on purpose just to make life a bit easier. This path I think is looking pretty good. I think it's working quite well. And then, look at that. I've done a fair bit here. So what I decided to do was to mess around with these paths here. And I realized that doing this path, just like what I tried like testing out over here, it just looks too, I don't know, it just doesn't look broken up enough when you start using the stone brick. So what I decided to do was to try out some things, breaking it up with a bit of just plain stone and all that sort of stuff. And I feel like it does work a little bit better. But then when we got to this place here, it just kind of all stuck together. So what my thought was, how about we try and break this up a bit? Because this was originally just a bit of grass where I was going to put a garden. But then I decided, you know what, let's try a flower bed. And I think that worked pretty well. I've also put a few lily pads, extended the little pond over, and I think it looks all right. Tell me what you think. I gave decorating a try, and oh man, look at these new lights I came up with. Check this out. Very simple, but look pretty cool, I think. I think they look pretty damn good. I've actually got another one on the other side there. I've also put one in. Whoa, my mouse. Is that lag or is that my mouse? It looked like it was a bit of frame dropping over there as well. But yeah, I've also got this one here, and then as I say, I've put one in over there, and I think they look pretty good. I'm happy with them. But then, wait, there's more. When we come over this side, remember this like thing I tried to get granite in like many months ago? I decided I'll break it up and make it look a bit nicer, and I think this actually looks quite good. I plan on putting a few of the red mushrooms down just over here on this part of the tree and seeing how they grow. Let that take over there. We've also got a bit of bushes, a bit of a bench over here for the hell of it, you know, just for reasons. And yeah, I think it's working all right. I've also got rid of a bit of that stuff over here. Just done small things everywhere, and I think they're working quite well. Now, this house here is going to serve as our chest storage house for a little bit of time. But what I want to do now is I want to go over to our skeleton farm, which is, as you can see, I'm up to 42 levels and all my stuff is recharged. Somewhat working. Now, I haven't actually watched I haven't released the next episode just yet, so you guys might have told me this already. But in 1.11, Minecraft 1.11 snapshots, I don't know which one it came out in, but there is a little game rule. Like, if you guys know, when you type in on the commands here in Minecraft, there are game rules, and the game rule is set to only allow, I think, 24 mobs in one block before they start to suffocate. And I'll show you it now. It's, let's go, game rule. There we go. Was it max entity cramming, they call it. And basically, that only allows a certain amount of entities to be crammed in one particular area. Man, surely they could do something about these. Oh, man. They're just gathering up, because they end up spawning on that side of the portal where I'm standing there, walking through, and then they all just line up on this side. So, here we go. Now, as you can see, I've obviously been killing these guys quite well, and when we watch, you'll see they'll just keep piling up without actually having any trouble. Now, I did actually put a carpet on there at one stage. I must have just broken it when I was clicking. I assume I did. Let's check in here. The carpet in there. Okay, man, this is actually way too full. Yeah, we'll have to clear this out at some stage and get a proper storage system. But yeah, what I wanted to show you was, let's for instance go here. We'll go game rule. Now, by the way, I've turned it to 0 just to test it out. Game rule. And I don't like changing these things around. Like, I just feel that I want to play the game the way it is, but with 24 mobs, that really is nothing. So we'll hit that there. And now we should start seeing some take damage, if I'm right. But take it this way. It worked when I changed it to 0, which I think just makes it as many as possible. Okay, no damage just yet. But yeah. Take my word, guys. Take my word. I'm going to change it back to 0 because I feel like 24 is a really dumb number to be putting that on. I don't think many people will be playing with that. And in fact, it wouldn't surprise me if people started playing with it on 0 because it's never was I mean, I guess on servers maybe people cause trouble, but I mean, that's the people, not the fact that you've got all the mobs in one spot. Oh, you can see some did actually take a bit of damage before. Some just did die. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've got going on here. And let me just fill this up so we don't pick up everything. Oh, I don't fill it up with these. That explains why there was bread around there. Alright, so that was a very strange thing, and I'm glad I figured out what was going on there. But right now, I want to quickly get started on what we want to do today. So what my plan is, at least for today, is we want to start decorating in these spots over here. So we want to get all this going. In fact, over here, I'm planning on probably just using a bit of spruce and just making this roof all spruce. And then we'll start getting onto paintings and putting stuff around here, beds and stuff like that. But first, I want to try something a little bit different to what we normally do in these places. And that is actually, like, planning out. Because I always plan out my builds, but I never plan out my interiors very well. I think that's probably my biggest downfall on the interiors. So obviously we're going to just fix up these pieces at the top here. Ignore that. Ignore the little details for now. What we're going to do is we're going to just think about what we're going to be doing, and then we'll do it, because I think that's the best way to do things, all right? So right here, we'll probably end up putting our staircase there, just to plan out that we're going to be filling that bit in there with stuff. And then I'm planning on making our kitchen here. And in fact, maybe if I put, you know what? Look at this. We'll use some other blocks to make life a little bit easier so we can distinguish things from each other. So we'll do this, and we'll just make a few more bone blocks. In fact, we won't have 9 there, do we? No, that's okay. We'll get 43 blocks. That's more than enough. In fact, we'll just clear out whatever's in there. All right, so let's get going on this. Now, what I was saying is I want to just plan this area out here. So that's going to be our stairs. Then over here, I'm planning on doing a bit of a kitchen where I'm planning on doing maybe a furnace, a bit of stuff in there, and a bit of a counter. So I guess we can just kind of partition it over here just to keep it parted, you know what I mean? Keep it distinguishable. So we'll have all this stuff here, we'll have it over there, around there, and up to there. So that seems like it doesn't take up too much space, and we can use that as like area to decorate. Kind of what I'm thinking, what I'm planning on doing here is I'm just thinking that it's more along the lines of storing this for use later. So we're just kind of allocating it for now. So the next thing I want to do is, as you walk in here, I don't know who would live in this house. I don't know what kind of a person would live in this house. So I'm guessing we could probably do something like a bit of a table over here, just a bit of a table there, and over here we will be putting in. Let's just mark that out as table so I don't forget. We go table. There we go. And over there we can just do maybe some bookshelves in there to kind of fill up that gap, because you know how I like to leave these gaps out. They become useful. They make a bit of a difference. And then we're going to put a rug in the middle here, and I think that will probably do it for the bottom here, just to fill this up a little bit. And we also have to get some lighting in, which I don't think will be too much of a trouble, because what's going to happen is we're going to put a few carpets here, and we can actually knock out, for instance, say we wanted a light over here, we can knock that out, and you might be like, well, Jansey, that's not going to work because it's going to come out on the other side. It will, but if we do that, and we put a carpet, like a little rug or something on top here, it won't cause us that much trouble. So that's a good thing, I think. Let's put that there. I would hit the one spot that actually has the torch on it. And not only that, that'll also give us light for the top, which is really great. So let's go plan this out here. Now, we'll probably actually, you know what would be a good idea is to actually just mark this out right now. So we'll get this out over here. So we've got to put a rug over there. And we've got to put a rug in around there. So then we've got everything planned. And now we can come up here and start planning out where we're going to be putting stuff. So in the top story here, I'm thinking this is a big house, so we probably should separate this into 2 main rooms. So we'll have ourselves a bit of a, could we do this? Could we split this off like there and there? I think it is possible. I'll probably have to just grab my oak logs for that, because that'll be a bit better to use them first. So inside here, I'm planning on maybe doing like a bunk bed. We'll do this just to indicate a bunk bed to us there, with a bit of a wardrobe in here, and we'll be planning our room out there. So maybe what could be kind of cool is having the entrance in around here. Let's just oh no, we can't do it right there. Yeah, because that's good. Else we're going to be cutting this off. So we could maybe see where does that come right there? Maybe we can do something along these lines here. We have that there. That could be a room if we did it like Yeah, this actually could work. Yeah, if we did it over here, very small room, but a room nonetheless, like that. We could always just plan around it. So there's one room. We enter here. We've got stuff here. And it's nice, and I actually don't mind things a little bit crammed in these rooms. So that's not bad at all. Then we've also got one over here, which obviously... Oh, don't fall down there. We could do a thing around... I mean, we could just do it over there. We can maybe do it here so that it creates a little bit of variance. And we can then put the door to this one over here. So we've got a room there, and this one will also have like a little bit of a... I mean, the wall will have to be here. So we could probably put like a bit of a bed in there. We'll switch over blocks. Put a bit of a bed in there. We'll have a rug in there. Maybe a little bit of a wardrobe up there. And just to kind of break things up a little bit. I mean, this is all stuff that I'm thinking. And I don't know whether or not it's going to work. And we actually have to just check this out. In fact, we'll have the same issue there again. Where we have to make sure that this is safe. And is it... Yeah, oh, it might just be... No, that's where it has to come down. So these ones here, that block there cannot be there. But that one can actually go. That one can actually go. That one doesn't have to be there. So we can get rid of that. And right now, do we have a room to enter? I mean, if we put the door in right over there, that'll be all right. Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay, we've got this. We got this sorted out. Now over here, I'm planning on maybe just doing a little bit of a table up here again, just a sort of a little, I don't know, loungy type thing, I guess. It's got to stick somewhat to the theme of our village, so I guess that's important. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm probably going to grab a bunch of wool and stuff for carpets. I'll grab a few things for here, a few things for there, and I'll be back. Alrighty guys, so we're back, and for those of you guys who might not know, by the way, I am not really the interior decorator, so if you guys were thinking I'm the builder and decorator, I normally am not, so that's if you guys wonder why some things look a little bit odd today, that'll explain why a few things are done weirdly and look a little bit odd, and maybe we'll learn something, maybe we'll invent something different to what other people have done, but as I say, it's all about practice, and we're going to be practicing, trying to get things a little bit better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear off this table here, this future table, and we're going to make ourselves a piston table, because I think they look the best, and I only actually had sticky pistons on me at the moment, so we may as well put that one there, and we can put that one in there. So we've got a little bit of a thing going on, and I thought I would use a bit of, really, a bit of the dark oak stairs, just because I thought they could look kind of cool as a table thing. A little bit different to distinguish it from there, which actually doesn't have glass right now, but I think I've got some on me. There, I do. Great. Alright, so there we go. We'll fix that glass up now, straight away. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is kind of get this interior, this stair thing fixed up here, and I'm planning on putting a few bookshelves in here as well, but I didn't actually have any space on me to make some, so I thought I'd just wait and do that at a later stage, and in fact, I wanted some of these, which I don't actually have on me right now, so let's fill that up there. Just a simple little thing, nothing complicated, specifically because I can't deal with anything more complicated than that in terms of decorating. Now, something I thought which could look kind of cool, and we'll just keep throwing things around, was over here where I'm planning on putting a bit of a stovey type thing, like an oven, but like the stove part of it, like that. I thought I'd give an observer block a try, just because, I mean, you know, as I say, I'm probably terribly wrong with this thing, but it could look maybe kind of nice, and that only pulls that direction, unless I put another thing there, I think. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Maybe we'll move it. Maybe we'll put it somewhere else. We'll move it over. Let's get rid of those. We'll move it over here. In fact, what is the bottom one? How does it look like with like the bottom? Let's check this out. We'll do that. That piece, nah, it's a little bit too small, I think, to really emphasize what I'm thinking. So we'll just stick with this one here like this. So let's check if we can pick that up. There we go. We'll put that in there and over there. Great. In fact, one more try. Let's have a look at this. Drop that there. How does it look like from the side? I wanted it from the side, like this, with a bit of that on top. That actually looks more like an oven than anything else. Look at that. Like, that actually looks like an oven door and stuff. I mean, I understand this is not... these things don't actually exist at this current period that I guess we're building at. Which actually I got asked a question the other day. What period are we building in? And I'm actually not sure. I think we're building in a magical land where things happen for no apparent reason. I don't know. I don't really think of any particular thing that, like, area that we're building in. I just kind of, like, time that we're building in. I kind of feel it's more just along the lines of what do we feel like building on the day and how that will turn out. So I thought we would do that. And maybe, I'm going to need a few of these. In fact, let's use these because they're more useless to me. So we'll do that and we'll place some of those on top. There and there. A little bit of a countertop. Maybe actually, black or white wool might even look a little bit nicer than that. Why is that not coming there? Good. All right, so let's give those a try. But yeah, as I say, guys, don't take me as an expert on this. I definitely am not. So there we go. There we go. That's actually not bad. And then on here, as a countertop, because I'm actually planning on having these as the countertop here, so we'll get rid of those now. Having oak as a countertop because it'll go really nice next to that. There, it'll just kind of all blend in quite nicely. So we'll get rid of those there. Pick up all whatever's missing here, and do a few more there and there. Great. So we'll do that. We'll get rid of that. There. Just fill those in. We'll have a magical bone block that just never gets seen over there. And perfect. All done. Great. Perfect. So I think, as for this, we can maybe even do one more thing here, which requires maybe a bit of a chopping board. I'm planning on maybe putting a pressure plate there, which we could do. Maybe actually an iron pressure plate might be a little bit better. And let's put a bit of a cup on the side here. There we go. We got that there. Great. So that seems to be the majority of this bottom little piece done here. Let's just double check the lighting is all right. So go to the extremities. I saw a 6 sky, not block. Okay. You've got more than enough light around here. 8, 9, 8, 9, 8. We'll check the kitchen quickly. Yeah, oh, wait. Check that out. No wonder it is. Okay, that's good. That's good. We don't have any troubles with light at the bottom, at least. So that's a good thing. Now at the top, which is where I said I'd be building in this extra little piece here. So we'll have to just quickly make this. And this is the stuff I feel a lot more confident with, building. I love the building stuff. It's a lot easier. But as a matter of fact, you know what? Like, when I do actually do something that looks relatively nice in terms of, like, building a nice building or, like, interiors and stuff, I actually feel really good. It feels great to see, like, nice stuff come around about, like, making a house, you know? I don't know. I kind of like it. So we'll need a bit of that. And we'll just put these up here. Actually, how would these look in here, like this? Now, I understand we do have troubles with the stairs. We'll fix them up later. That actually could be a plan there, so we'll do that. We can't go there, but we can go there. We'll get... what can we get rid of it in our inventory? That one there. Good. Alright, so we'll do that there. That there. These ones coming down here. And perfect. Alright, so we can do that. And we can also put a door in here with a bit of stuff over there. So if we put in this one around here. What? I swear I had a door on me. Oh, there. I do have a door on me. Good, don't worry. Alright, so there we go. Door number 1. And we will just come up from the top here with these. And pull it down. That's alright. I don't mind that. We'll have to fill in this, obviously. And we'll go into here. Fill in the rest of it. And I think that's actually going to work very, very well. Perfect. So, out of bone blocks. Not a worry. So let's quickly get the rest of this room done. Now, I'm planning on doing this as a cupboard. So we can put in some storage. Because cupboards do store things. So we'll put in some chests over there. And then we'll do my favorite little trick that I found. Was that one there? I'm sure it was probably a very well-known trick, but I discovered it myself, so I was pretty happy that I figured it out myself. Alright, so there we go. We've got a cupboard. Storage. Wonderful. We had one bed on me, I'm pretty sure, so we can use that. Put that one in around there. Now, as a matter of fact, actually, this guy from Reddit found this out, and I thought this was the most funniest thing to, like, have discovered, was this thing here, and I thought this was pretty cool when I saw it. Having that as a bed thing. Now, the bed is kind of out of place, a little bit. As a matter of fact, if we put a block in over here, that won't affect us going down the stairs. So we can actually move that out one more and make it a little bit less cramped. That actually is not a bad idea. In which case, we could add in an extra cupboard. Or we could just... Yeah, I think we'll add in an extra cupboard. Let's just add the extra one in. So we'll do that. And like this is you can see I've got no real 100% direction with this stuff, but I think we're gonna learn. We'll get a lot of stuff done, and we'll eventually get good at this stuff. I hope. So there we go. And no, that would have been wrong anyway. There we go. 2 cupboards, less cramped, and we'll just extend these out here to make it look a bit more realistic. Great. All right, that's not bad. I like that. In fact, this one can even move over there if we do need a bit more space, but that's looking all right. I don't mind it. So that's first thing. We can now get rid of that, and we can put a little bit of a carpet over here, a little bit of a rug, and we can also put something else in here eventually. Oh, maybe some item frames. We'll get item frames eventually. But yeah, we'll also add in maybe a few more crafting tables, because I like to have crafting tables around the place. The next thing I thought maybe we could do a bit of red carpet just to do a little bit of different stuff. That's why I bought the red wool, and also brought it for making some paintings a bit later on. We can maybe do that, and maybe just a little bit of a difference in it. I know it probably looks terrible, but who cares? It's alright. So what I might do, guys, is I might just quickly finish off this room here, get a bit of stuff done, and I'll come back to you when I've got something to show you. Alrighty, so I completed majority of the top there, and I want to just quickly walk in this house. So we've got this house going on here. Ooh, man, I've still got to do that. I keep forgetting. We'll get to that. That's not a big deal. But yeah, when we walk into this house, we've got this piece here, which we still have to do. You remember this downstairs area? We still got to get to that, but don't worry about that just now. What we're going to do is we're going to walk in here, and we'll have a look. You've got some nice stuff to look around as you're walking in. I think it's feeling pretty complete, this area. More or less, I guess. So we've still got a few more lights and stuff to do out there, but yeah. Focus is currently on this. So we walk in here, we've got a nice little table, got this roof and stuff here, and I'm planning on actually putting a few trapdoors on those, which I haven't actually done just yet. Let's quickly do that before I never do it again. So 1, 2, 3, that should be enough. Bam. There we go, and we'll do that, and that. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Alright, so we walk in here, we've got these trapdoors. I still have to do the top piece, which isn't actually too big of a deal. And then we've got our kitchen going on here, and I forgot the iron yet again. But what I want to do in this little part here is I want to just get 32 of those. No, 32, and then we'll do this, and we'll do that there. Alright, so we've got a bunch of sticks, and I want to just take... in fact, we're not going to use those right now. We'll take these here now, and we'll do this... that, and that. Alright, so we've got ourselves enough paintings for a while now. And I've also got a few things which I can maybe pop. In fact, I want to pop the Oxide Daisy in there. Perfect. Nice little thing going on there. I don't mind it. I think it's working alright. For us, that's a very good thing that we've just done there. So here I just was planning on putting a little bit of a bush in there. And I'm not too sure whether or not that will work or not. And then we can maybe do a short one on this side. In fact... how does a bit of dark oak log look in that? Maybe over there. To break up that wall a little bit. We put in one around there. I don't know. I don't know, I don't think so, but we'll leave it there for now anyways. So we'll pop in that one there. I've done a little bit of a thing here. I've also completed the roof, majoritively, I'm pretty sure, everything. And that's looking fine. I've checked for lights and stuff. All the lights look good so far. And now in here, I've also done this. We can pop that there, and that's looking good. Alright guys, so I just sneezed. I should have cut that out. I'm pretty sure I would have cut that out. Now, I've forgotten the door here. That's not a big deal, but I think the door will work as we walk in here. We now need to just finish off with a bit of the bone block, obviously, and walk in there. Got our storage in here. Large chests. I don't know if we actually will put anything in there in the end. And we just finish off this last little bit. Did I just flick that trapdoor up? Yeah. Okay, that's alright. And by the way, that spot in there is actually unspawnable. I've put a little carpet in there. You'll see there's a little bit of an empty spot there. So we've got our bunk beds. I don't know what I did there. I just thought it would look a little bit nicer just to have something going on here. And this is where I'm planning on putting a few paintings like there. A few on this wall. Like I just want a single baby one. Like, no. I just want, yeah, oh man, I had one. There we go, and another one there, perfect. Alright, so that's a little something. Not too much going on. It looks a little bit nicer. I think that's an improvement to that. This one here, I want to get ourselves maybe if I get a 2x2, I'll be happy. Yep, 2x2. That's alright. Look, is that like a candle, cake with or is that a fire? I don't know, and that's a hand. That's pretty cool. Alright, so maybe a bit of a long one over here, if we can, or actually, just a small, yeah, let's have a look at, that's alright, that's good, a small one on that, like, just a, yep, there we go, and in here, do we need one? We just need one small one there, good. Alright, so that's improvements already to this house. Let's just take a look there, that one can go up. Why can't I get out of this door? There we go. Alright, so that's looking good. Now we go downstairs. As I say, I'm going to be putting in some bookshelves and stuff there. Some in there as well. But here we can maybe put in, yep, that'll work. And on here, I was just planning on a little one, which is perfect. Wonderful. Alright, so I think this actually is a good job. I don't know about you guys. Tell me what you think about what we've done here. Tell me what you can improve on these. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.